Very good morning. We have already discussed Karakatva of planets in the last two lectures. Now, in the present lecture, we are going to discuss about the aspects in astrology. Let us see the meaning of aspects. Go to the slide. The definition is appearing. An ability of the planet or signs to influence or decipher the reading of other planets, bodies, signs, stars, station at certain positions from them. So, two important points are included in this particular definition. One is the aspecting planet will influence the planets or bodies which are stationed at a particular position from them. Number two is that they changes or the influences or they decipher the changes in the natural phenomena of the planets or the Rashi station like this. This is the we have got two types of importance given to the. Now let us see how many types of aspects are there. We have got two types of aspects. One is planetary aspects and the another one is Rashi aspects. Planetary aspects we deal with in Parashara Paddhati. We generally use them. And the another type of aspect is Rashi aspect, which we used to work with in Jaimini Paddhati. We will discuss this one by one. Let us see the planetary aspects first, which everybody knows. Let us think which planets will be having the capacity to aspect the other bodies. All planets except Ketu, who is headless, have this side of aspecting the other body. Some people also considers Ketu also while arriving at the aspect part. Particularly in medical astrology, we consider Ketu's aspects as well as per the analogy of Rahu. All planet where they will aspect all the seven place or seven position from where they are stationed. They always aspects the seven position from the place or house from where they are stationed. All the planets except the outer planets who has got some special aspects. They are just like they are very right on the top. So they have got a special aspects. They are outer planets, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. So all the outer planets, namely Mars, Jupiter and Saturn, have special aspects in addition to the seven aspect. Mars aspects the fourth house and the eighth house from where it is positioned. Jupiter aspects the fifth and ninth houses from where it is positioned, and Saturn aspects the third houses and 10th houses from where it is stationed. Rahu, like Jupiter, aspects the fifth house and the ninth houses from where it is stationed. Okay. Ketu, as I already told, he doesn't have any head, so he doesn't have the sight also. Rahu has got another important aspect as far as Rahu is concerned, which is the only planet who can aspect his immediate next house. maybe the next one or the previous one. Therefore, Rahu can aspect the second house or the 12th house from where it is fully. We will discuss this separately. What the let us understood what does it indicates, what the special aspect indicates. Seventh aspect, everybody knows that every planet is aspecting the seventh house, but these outer planets has got special aspects, and we will discuss this in a separate way. Mars is aspecting the fourth house and the eighth house from where it is stationed. Why the question arises, why the Mars is aspecting the fourth house and what does it mean? So these fourth houses and eighth houses in the Kundali indicates they are known as Chaturastra houses. They are known as Chaturastra houses. The fourth indicates the mother. It is a creation of all things in the universe. So mother is indicated from the fourth house, which creates everything. In the natural zodiac, we will find Karka Rashi, which has been signified by goddess Parvati. Okay, so the fourth house indicates the creation. The eighth indicates the longevity of the created human being or the object. How long it will be sustained in this universe will be indicated by the eighth houses. The fourth indicates the mother who creates the human being. We are concerned with the human being today. We are not discussing the universe as a whole. With reference to Kundali, we are discussing. So it is an individual's Kundali we are discussing. The fourth indicates the mother, which is the creation, which is the house of creation. Eight indicates the longevity, the created thing, how long it will be sustained. Eighth house, which is the fifth house from the fourth house, indicates the beginning of the new karma. What do you mean of eighth house? That is the death house of the man. What does it indicate? Eighth house is the beginning of a new life to the human being. One life gets completed and he is starting his new life. That's why the eighth house is a longevity as well as birth of a new soul in new form. Okay, so it indicates the end of the previous karma and the beginning of the new karma. It indicates the beginning of the new karma. We have got a very wrong belief that in medical astrology, the fourth house, that is Karka house in the natural zodiac, we will have lungs into that, even some consider heart also in that. So we breathe, the indication of breathing will be given by the fourth house, that is the Karka house. So individual's Kundali will also indicate the fourth house for breathing purposes. And we have got a wrong belief that as long as we are breathing, we will sustain our life. That is, we will not face any death, which is indicated by the head house. Actually, this is a very wrong belief which has been indicated by this particular aspect. You see, this wrong belief has made you to do so many activities with reference to the various desires and ambitions. So these desires and ambitions are imbibed into Mars. So Mars becomes the significator of the fourth and eighth houses and the birth of a man and the longevity of how long it will be. We consider eighth house, we are considering Saturn as a Karak Graha of the eighth house, but Mars is a Rudra and who generally kills the man. Mars is a Rudra who gives obeisance first, obeisance, which is indicated by the fourth house, and in to satisfy his desires, ambitions, he always works and he never bothers about the eighth house. So the eighth will be the death house for the human being. The fourth house and eighth house aspects of Mars indicates all these things. So they are very important as far as aspects are concerned. Now take the next outer planet, Rahu and Jupiter. Rahu and Jupiter always aspect the fifth house and the ninth houses from where it is stationed. These fifth and ninth houses indicates the prarabdha or punya, purva punya of a man. Fifth house is a very benefic house. The lord of fifth house is always considered as a very benefic planet. So these two houses are very auspicious houses and they comes under Guru or Jupiter. The aspect fifth house and ninth house aspects of Jupiter is considered as Amrut DRISHTI. Whenever Jupiter aspects something with its fifth house, with fifth aspect or ninth house, it generally protects that house. The Jupiter indicates the noble work done in the previous life or the past life. So that's why fifth and ninth pertains to your Punya Bhava. And Rahu indicates the bad karma which a man does in his day-to-day activity. Rahu also aspects the fifth houses and ninth. If Jupiter is more strong than Rahu, then net good karma will be there for the human being. If Jupiter is stronger than Rahu, then the net good karma will be there of man. Or if the Rahu is aspecting some fifth house together with Guru, then it indicates that the man is going to suffer for the past bad karmas and the net effects he has to face. Now we will go to the next slide, which is pertaining to Saturn. Saturn is having two additional aspects. One is third house aspect and the 10th house aspect. Saturn indicates this particular aspect considers is indicative of resources to fulfill the personal desires and weaknesses. This is very important point. This is pertaining to the free will of man. Who is the indicator of the rebirth? Rahu is the indicator of rebirth. Various types of desires, aspirations are coming in the 11th house. Kumbha is the sign appearing in the 11th house in the natural zodiac. So Rahu is the owner of this house who creates various types of desires and the man tries to achieve them. The desires are based on the 6th house, which is the Mool Trikon Rashi of Rahu, that is Kanya Rashi. Kanya Rashi has got 6 types of 6 types of weaknesses in the man. They prompt the man to do various activities indicated by the 10th houses, and because of the unsatisfaction, dissatisfaction of the whatever has been received prompts the man to work for more work as indicated in the third house. The third house together with the 10th house are important houses to satisfy various desires, aspirations of the man. And these two houses indicate the resources which will help the man to satisfy his desires and ambitions. These 6 weaknesses I have already discussed. They are the shared reputes. Now we will go to the next slide. Now the question arises, which houses are not being aspected by any planet? We have seen that all planets are aspecting the 7th house. As far as Mars is concerned, it is aspecting the 4th and 8th house. Jupiter and Rahu is aspecting the 5th and 9th house. Saturn is aspecting 3rd and 10th houses. Rahu has got special aspect of second house or the 12th house. The only houses which are not being aspected by any planet are 6th and 8th house. No planet aspect the 6th and 8th houses. What does the 6th house indicate? 6th house indicates the punishment for the wrong deeds. Remember it. 6th house always indicates the punishment for the wrong deeds done by the man, and the 8th house, 11th is the Harasthan, which indicates the permanent removal from this noble planet. Okay, this is the difference between 6 and 11. 11th is 6 from 6 and 6 is 8 from 11. This is how we should consider the 6th and 8th houses. We don't have any planets who can aspect, because nobody inspires or deserve to be punished, or nobody deserve to be dead. Nobody is thinking about that one should get died. So nobody requires or desires for punishment, and so no planet aspects the 6th and 8th houses. Only Ketu can expect the moksha, because he has got the knowledge. Ketu means the complete knowledge. Ketu means the complete knowledge, and he always aims for removing the man from this material universe, and he is leading him towards the moksha. So Ketu is the moksha karak, and he is interested in these 6th and 8th houses. So when we are deciphering the Kundali, the place of 6, the place of Ketu, it becomes very important. This is a very big topic. We will discuss this in the later on. Now let us go to the Rashi aspects. Rashi's very important point is that Rashi in a zodiac, Rashis are fixed at some place in zodiac. They never changes their places from one place to the another. Whereas planets get changes, that is called Gochara. Gochara, they always go on changing from this Rashi to the another Rashi, from one house to the another house, whereas Rashis are having the permanent place in the zodiac. We have got three types of Rashis. One is Sara Rashi, second are the fixed Rashis, and third one is a common Rashi. Each Rashi aspects the other Rashis. Here we are considering the aspect of Rashi instead of aspect of planet. Okay. Movable signs or Sara Rashi aspects the fixed Rashis in the zodiac, except the sign which is adjacent to the sign concerned. All fixed signs aspect the Sara Rashi or a movable Rashi except the sign which is adjacent to the sign concerned. And all common Rashis aspects the other common Rashis. This is how the Rashi aspects works. The important point is that in case of planetary planets, the planets aspects the other planets and the Rashis, whereas in the Rashi aspects, all Rashis aspect the another Rashis. Therefore, by virtue that the planets are placed in that particular Rashi, gets the site and they also aspect the other Rashis. For example, if Jupiter is placed in some Mesh Rashi, then it will aspect the fixed Rashi. When Mesh is aspecting the fixed Rashi, Jupiter is also aspecting the fixed Rashi. Like this, in Gemini we have got different padas, that is pada of 7th house, Upapada, Arud Lagna, and so many. We will discuss this in the another lecture. But the padas placed in the Rashi also aspects along with the Rashi to the another Rashi. Okay, this is a very important point as far as Gemini is concerned. Another important point comes here is that we have already seen in our Paramparik Jyotish or Parashara Paddhati, Ketu doesn't have side and he doesn't aspect the other things. But because of Rashi aspects, Ketu, Mandi and all Padas get the Drishti. You know? Got my point? Let us see what is the difference between the planetary aspect and the Rashi aspects. Planetary aspect expresses the desires of the planet, from this can be seen from the planet where it is placed and the planet owned by which houses. Planetary aspect may or may not be helping the aspected Rashi or planet. For example, if Saturn is there and Mars is aspecting the Saturn or Saturn is aspecting the Mars, they are having enmity with each other and therefore they will not help for the purpose for which the planet's goal is. They will go against their purposes. So the planetary aspect may be favorable or may not be favorable. This is a very important point as far as planetary aspects are concerned. Rashi aspects expresses the knowledge of the activity of the planet and the Rashi. For example, Taragarak is stationed in the Mesh Rashi. So all fixed signs are aspecting the Mesh Rashi having Daragarak. The purpose of Daragarak is to get married. So fixed Rashis knows, having the knowledge that Daragarak wants to get married. So the fixed Rashis will help them to get married. They are always friendly. They are always friendly. They are considered to be the friendly aspects, and whereas planetary, in case of planetary aspect, they may or may not be friendly. Okay. Now let us take a good example. I have given a Kundali, and we are not working on planetary aspect here, but we wanted to study the Rashi aspects from this Kundali. They have been indicated. For example, here Lagna is mean, so it will always aspect all common Rashis. Another is that Mesh Rashi is there. It accepts Vrishab Rashi, it will aspect all fixed Rashi, because Vrishab Rashi is a fixed Rashi. Vrishab Rashi is a fixed Rashi which will aspect all Sar Rashi or movable Rashi, except the Rashi, movable Sar Rashi, which is adjacent to it. So the Mesh is the adjacent Rashi, so Vrishab Rashi will not aspect the Mesh Rashi. Okay, this is the way you can go ahead. I have given you the chart of Rashi Drishti. See, Aries is aspecting the Leo Rashi together with Scorpio and Kumbha. They are all fixed Rashis, and it is not aspecting only the Leo Rashi, but the Mercury also, which is stationed in the Leo Rashi. Okay, just see the remark. It is a movable sign and aspects the fixed signs except Vrishabha, which is adjacent sign. Just now I have talked to you about this. Like this, you can work out all the Rashis aspects. Okay. Now I am going to go ahead with the effects of the planet placement. We have got 4 types of planet. One is natural benefic planet, another is natural malefic planet, third one is functional benefic, and the fourth one is functional malefic. Just go to that. This slide will explain what is the significance of the definition. Natural benefic planet shall be, it is good that they should be in the good bhava, because it gives good color to the houses they co-joins and aspects. Karakatva remains good in good bhavas. If they are placed in the 3rd and 6th houses, they are the upachaya houses, so they will indicate the gradual growth. Natural malefic, while the houses they co-join or aspect, Karakatva will be good in good bhava, but bad in 8th and 12th houses. They gives gradually good in 6th and 3rd houses. Just see natural malefic. Who are the natural malefic? Saturn is a natural malefic, Mars is natural malefic, and who are the good natural good or natural benefic? They are Jupiter or Venus. We can say that they are natural benefic. If the natural benefic houses are in the good bhavas, that means excluding 3, 6, 8 and 10, 12 houses, particularly 6 and 8 houses, then they will give a good color. And natural benefic, if they are in a good bhava, they will create imbalance by in this way. If they are in the good bhava, they will create imbalance by increasing the follow of bad bhavas. They are 6 or 8 or 3rd or 6, and gives trouble to the nativity in its dasha. So the functional malefic gets strength in good bhava and do more bad through its houses. If placed in bad bhavas, gets weakened to do bad and cause viparit rajoga, it will be up to hurdle. For functional FB and MM, that is functional benefic and functional malefic, fruits regarding the bhava, cojoins or aspects will be as per the natural benefic or natural malefic, as the case may be of that particular planet. We will go to the next slide. What are the effects of the drishti and aspects? Planetary aspects may make alteration in the flow of dasha planet. Benefic planet aspecting the malefic dasha lord can reduce the bad effect of the promise made by dasha lord and increase the good effects of dasha lord. Dasha lord is also benefic. Huh? Okay. Another is that if the negative will be true in case of negative planets. I have just explained that benefic planets aspects are good, whereas malefic planets aspects add to the aspects on the malefic dasha lord will create more hurdles. It will create more havoc. Rashi Drishti may help to achieve the promise given by the dasha. In case of Rashi Dasha, the fruits will be based on nature of sign, whether it is a benefic sign or a malefic sign, whether the nature of planet placed into that sign, whether it is a functional benefic, functional malefic, natural benefic or natural malefic planet placed in such sign, owner of the planet, owner of the Rashi planet, whether it is going from where it is placed from the dasha sign is also to be considered, and the Rashi aspecting the dasha sign. We have already considered the Rashi dashas. So all other Rashis aspecting such dasha sign will modify, will help to achieve the purpose of the dasha sign. Okay. With this, I am just now concluding the chapter on the aspects. You go through my slides in a more studied manner. You will get all the knowledge about the aspects. Friends, if any sort of doubt is there or any query is there, don't hesitate to write me on my email address, which is upa.satish @gmail.com. Thank you very much. I will be coming in the next lecture, which will be on, I think, on various padas of the houses, which is a very important topic in Jaimini. Thank you very much.